From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Good Monday morning, folks. We got a lot of active weather for this week. We'll start off with the high winds that we'll have for today and tonight. A little bit of a tiny break for Tuesday, but then they start to pick up again for Tuesday night into Wednesday. We could have 10 inches of rainfall in the Cascades this week, so minor river flooding is going to be possible along the Natchez and the Yakima rivers, and highs up into the 50s and 60s this week, which is about 10 to 20 degrees warmer than normal for this time of the year. So a very odd pattern that we have. All right, first alert radar showing you a few showers up in the mountains for this morning, but lower elevations dry. So far, not too gusty this morning for lower elevations. That will change a little bit later in the day. Temperatures right now, most of us in the 40s or 50s, at least for the valleys, basin, and foothills. We are seeing some upper 30s in the upper Yakima Valley and then 30s and 40s up in the mountains. So your day planner forecast for this Monday, rainy days and Mondays. We'll have both for today, but at least it's going to be mild out there, but that might feel a little bit worse because of the wind gusts. So we'll talk about the winds. Also, we'll talk about the river flooding coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
Straight ahead on Good Morning Northwest, after a week-long strike, Moses Lake students are finally heading back to class. This after the district and teachers reached a deal. And coming up, we'll explain what's changed and what families need to know as of this morning. Plus, Kennewick schools are turning to the community for help regarding two levies that could make a big difference for classrooms, technology, and even safety programs. We have what you need to know. And firefighters racing to a West Richland home after flames broke out, but it was the family dog who first alerted the family. Coming up, how this brave dog saved lives and became a forever hero. It's all in Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now, Good Morning Northwest, on your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal. It is Monday, December 8th. We have a lot to get to this morning, so we're getting right into your top stories. Starting off with a follow-up in Moses Lake. That's where the school district says it has submitted a plan to end the educators' strike. The Moses Lake School District says its proposal restored many of the provisions from the previous contract that the union had requested. It also included a 2% pay increase. Employees would also receive retroactive pay under the offer. School was canceled all last week because of the strike, but the district has since announced that classes will resume today on a normal late start schedule. Turning now to Fire Watch, where a family dog is being credited with saving the lives of its owners after their home caught fire Friday morning. So this happened in West Richland in the 1200 block of Broadview Drive. Firefighters say the blaze started in the garage. The family's dog began barking, alerting them to get out of the house. When fire crews got to the scene, they found heavy smoke and flames coming from the garage area.
You know, most fatal fires happen in the middle of the night because we're sleeping. In this case, they were awake, they were moving around already in the morning, getting things going for the day, so they were aware of the fire pretty quickly. So that gave us the time to get here and contain it to the garage.
All thanks to the dog, and he also says the fire may have started due to a space heater being used to keep the pets warm. Also, some of the pets have not yet been found. The cause of the fire is also still under investigation. And Franklin County leaders say something has to change on Highway 395, and they're calling for a major regional discussion to make it happen. Commissioners Stephen Bowman and Clint Didier, along with State Senator Nikki Torres and Representative Mark Clicker, are sounding the alarm after a growing number of deadly crashes on 395 just north of Pasco. They are holding a joint work session to talk through possible fixes, and you are invited to this. The meeting is set for this Wednesday, that's December 10th at 10 in the morning at the Hapo Center on Burton Boulevard in Pasco. In education news, the Kennewick School District is asking voters to renew 2 of its 4-year levies in a special election this February. Apple Valley News Now's William Albert spoke with district officials about why these levies matter and what they could fund.
The Kennewick School District, like many other local districts, will soon be asking voters to renew 2 4-year levies, one that covers education programs and daily operations, and another focused on safety, security, and classroom technology. The EPO levy is estimated at $1.71 to $1.74 per $1,000 of assessed value, while the safety levy is projected between 50 and 61 cents per thousand over 4 years.
Our marimba programs at our elementaries or our activities that we have at our secondary or middle schools and high schools to pay for those activities. That comes from the levy as an opportunity.
Hansen says the safety and IT levy also funds the district's school safety officers, many of them retired law enforcement.
We have a unique program in the Kennewick School District where we have school safety officers, where we have retired Washington State Patrol. We just hired the most recent retiree from the Benton County Sheriff to be one of our elementary school safety officers.
Together, both levies make up about 9% of the district's total budget, and if the EPO levy passes, the district qualifies for local effort assistance.
Those dollars for us would equate to almost $16 million, a little over $16 million a year. That's our estimate, and there's a formula that drives that, but it's based on our levy rate, which has to be above $1.50 and below $2.50.
Hansen acknowledged levies have failed during the pandemic years, but he says he's seen strong, consistent support from the community since then.
The experiences or the communication that I have is there's a continued support of our schools and what we're accomplishing in the Kennewick School District.
The Kennewick School District Superintendent tells me that levies are a crucial funding source for the school district. However, levies passing, on the other hand, are dependent upon the values of the community and if the school district is in line with them.
You need to make sure that your message is clear, it's accurate, and that it is well known. So we try and get that out in many ways that we can, so that when it comes to voting, people can make an informed choice.
The district says it will continue educating families about levies and working to maintain student programs, safety services, and classroom technology. In Kennewick, William Albert, Apple Valley News Now.
Thank you, William. Now, the special election will be held on February 10th, and ballots will be mailed out beginning January 21st. And we'll, of course, keep you updated. 5:07 and making a difference this morning. Last week at the Three Rivers Convention Center in Kennewick, hundreds of helping hands gathered, transforming the space into a bustling workshop filled with the spirit of giving. Apple Valley News Now's Monique Garcia says these efforts are focused on making a real difference in the lives of children across the region.
In just moments, the Three Rivers Convention Center transforms into a local Santa's workshop, a place buzzing with energy and purpose. This is the 16th annual Bikes for Tykes event, a tradition that Tina Clouston says keeps the wheels turning year after year due to the powerful impact it has on children's lives.
We've seen the difference in the community. We've seen a great improvement in the school's attendance, which also helps improve the kids' grades. We've also seen the difference in just activity in the community and seeing more kids out and about riding bikes.
For Jonna Wilson and Paisley Simi, students at Kaipi High School, this is their second year volunteering. They share the same passion to help make a difference by giving children something special.
We're just really into the volunteering thing for people who need it and the children so they can have the best gifts that they can get.
We're here because we're here with our FFA chapter, and we like to volunteer for these types of things to help people out as much as possible.
When it comes to building bikes, we've been given one piece of advice.
Patience is key.
I think the most words of wisdoms would be patience, because you have to remember these are a bunch of construction workers for the most part, and they're working with high school students, and so we always ask them to have patience.
Clouston tells us that more than 500 volunteers come together every year to build these bikes. Among them is a dedicated safety crew making sure every detail is checked carefully.
We have a QC station that is ran by mostly our veteran groups that come in and help. HAPO community is over there. And so we really try to make sure that the QC is manned more by adults. And so the bikes get checked several times before they go out to the community.
What started as a project of 120 bikes has blossomed over the years.
We've grown and grown. We usually average 1,600 bikes. Unfortunately, with the economy and the cost of things, we were only able to order half the bikes this year. So we're still doing 800 bikes, which sounds like a lot, but every year we get 1,400 requests for bikes, and we've never been able to fill all of the bike requests.
These bikes will be distributed far and wide throughout eastern Washington, from Moses Lake, La Grande, up to Yakima, and some even headed as far as Olympia. The organization welcomes any fundraising ideas to help continue supporting this cause. Reporting in Kennewick, Monique Garcia, Apple Valley News Now.
Clouston also shares that the majority of these bikes will find their new homes with kiddos before Christmas. Turning now to Hermiston, where the city is getting into the holiday spirit as well. They're hosting festive downtown activities all December long. So the city kicked off its festivities last week, lighting its Christmas tree and running a lighted parade through Main Street. The Hermiston Parks and Rec Department says the fun is going to continue in downtown all month long. Pancakes with Santa and Candy Cane Village events are coming up this weekend.
And then every night in December, behind me is going to be a big light show to music. We will also have light show up at EOTech, and so plenty of lights and activities going on.
And the director also says the light show will start at 5 p.m. every evening. All right, keep it here because coming up next, growing concerns about the cost of living this morning. This as the Trump administration is now acknowledging the affordability problem as many Americans struggle to stretch their holiday budgets. We have what the White House says it's doing and also what economists say is really driving the prices. But first, our chief meteorologist Josh Colbreth will have your first alert weather forecast. Keep it here. We'll be right back.
Stay warm now and pay later. Upgrade your HVAC system today and take advantage of $2,000 in federal tax credits. That's right, you could get up to $5,750 in total savings. This winter, don't leave it to chance. Call Vance. Vance Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electric.
I have something for you.
I have something for you too.
During the GMC holiday event, get a total value of over $8,200 on this Sierra 1500 model. Plus, get $3,500 trade allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle. We are professional grade.
Experience the magic at Country Mercantile's Holly Jolly Fest this December at our Richland location. Every Saturday and Sunday, December 6th through 21st, starting at 12 p.m. Bring the whole family for letters to Santa, live music, cookie decorating, and pictures with Santa. Free hot cocoa and train rides every weekend. Explore our gift shop for unique finds, from artisan chocolates to gourmet goodies, perfect for the season. Make your holidays holly and jolly at Country Mercantile's Fest.
Look and feel your best this holiday season with special pricing on Botox and fillers at Prosser Memorial Health's Dermatology Center in Benton City. Smooth, fine lines, add natural-looking volume, and step into every celebration with confidence. We also offer a full range of dermatology services and products to keep your skin healthy year-round. To schedule your appointment, call 509-588-4555 or learn more at prosserhealth.org. Happy holidays.
Unwrap the gift of music at Dickerson's Tri-City Pianos. Bring home the timeless sound of a Yamaha piano this holiday season, either acoustic or digital pianos. Enjoy 0% financing for 24 months now through January 5th. Available in-store and online. From uprights to grands and the Yamaha Clavinova, all delivering incredible sound with a beautifully natural feel. Make your home sing this Christmas with Yamaha from Dickerson's Tri-City Pianos in Richland.
Season's greetings, everyone. Journey back with me, Kevin Costner, for the story of the first Christmas, like you've never seen it before. The First Christmas, Tuesday on ABC.
From our family to yours, happy holidays.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We had some strong wind gusts for Friday night into Saturday, and here we go again to start this week, as it will be quite gusty for today, tonight. A little bit of a break in the action for Tuesday, but then we ramp things back up for Tuesday night into Wednesday. So for today, gusts get up around 50 miles per hour for US 97 at Sadish Pass and for Blewett Pass as well. 40 to 45 miles per hour for the Tri-Cities, Hermiston, Pendleton, and for Walla Walla. For tonight, this is probably going to be the strongest time frame. 55 mile per hour gusts for Sadish Pass, 45 mile per hour gusts for the Basin and the foothills, and up around 35 miles per hour for the Kittitas Valley and the Yakima Valley. We skip over Tuesday. This is now Tuesday night when they're starting to ramp up again. 35 to 40 miles per hour for the foothills and the Basin, And then by the time we get to Wednesday, still anywhere between 35 to 40 miles per hour for the Basin and foothills, 25 to 35 miles per hour for both the Kittitas and the Yakima valleys. Okay. This is the weather maker right here. We have this series of storm systems following the same track, and that's what's going to provide that potential for some river flooding and all the rainfall to the Cascades. But you see this boundary. This is a warm front, and we are definitely on the warm side of the boundary. So because of that, we're going to feel abnormally warm for this time of the week. High is going to be in the 50s and 60s. Here's what it's going to look like in the Tri-Cities. Our warmest day is going to be on Wednesday, and no joke, will be about 20 degrees warmer than normal for Wednesday. A little bit cooler into this weekend, but still, even by then, we'll be about 10 to 15 degrees warmer than normal. Okay. We will touch on the river flooding potential and all the rainfall we're going to see up in the Cascades coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. Talking money now this morning, how are you feeling about your holiday shopping budget? If you're worried about the cost of checking off everybody on your list, you're not alone. So according to polls, many Americans say they're facing higher prices. President Donald Trump has denied that, calling affordability a, quote, scam last week. Now his administration is starting to acknowledge the issue. Amy Kiley has more.
We are now seeing this affordability problem, and I think next year we're going to move on to prosperity.
The Trump administration appears to be changing its approach to concerns about affordability. The Treasury Secretary argues the economy is strong, but he's acknowledging the issue.
What we're not going to do is say that Americans don't know what they're feeling.
President Donald Trump is creating a task force to look at food prices. That's despite this comment last week.
The word affordability is a con job by the Democrats.
New analysis of Salesforce data shows shoppers paid more for less this Thanksgiving weekend. Reports indicate consumer confidence is down and unemployment is creeping up. According to polls, many Americans are worried about stretching their budgets.
People are running out of patience. They are seeing their costs go up, and healthcare is going to go up.
Now some Republicans are urging action on the issue.
If you're living paycheck to paycheck, which most Americans are, and you can't afford to make ends meet, nothing else matters other than that.
The White House blames the Biden administration for high inflation. Many economists say Trump bears some responsibility too.
We've seen tariffs that have raised costs. We've seen a big rise in deportations, which are making it difficult for farmers to bring in their crops.
I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
One bright spot is the national average cost of gas. AAA is reporting it fell below $3 a gallon for regular last week, and that's the first time in over 4 years. All right, keep it here because coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, Josh Colbert is back with how your weather is looking for the rest of the week. It's all coming up in his first alert full weather forecast in just a few minutes.
Want your home or business to remain clean? Here to meet all your janitorial needs, R&S Janitorial Services. They have serviced the Valley for over 20 years, specialized in cleaning all offices and businesses to warehouses, commercial buildings, and more. R&S keeps the inside of your business or workplace clean and professional at all times. You keep doing what you do best and let R&S do the rest. Call R&S Janitorial Services at 509-840-7100 today.
'Twas the month before gifting, garage piled high, houses were bursting, time to let clutter fly. The Habitat Store wish list is merry and clear. Our shelves need your treasures as holidays near. Make room for the new by sharing the old. Clean, sell-ready items, tidy and bold. We turn good tidings to homes built with grace, for local families to find a safe place. Drop off in Richland, all items lovely and bright, or call for free pickup and fill our wish list tonight.
Welcome to Nob Hill Casino, your premier gaming destination. Experience the thrill of a Vegas-style casino featuring the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club and unlock exclusive rewards every time you play. Challenge your skills at our 16-lane bowling alley. Unwind with a drink at our cozy bar, or enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at the Last Frontier. The ultimate entertainment experience has something for everyone. Nob Hill Casino, where locals come to win.
At State Fair Park, the lights will glow. A shimmering, glittering holiday show. The 6th annual Drive-Through Light Fest, a joyous sight. Presented by Giza Credit Union, all merry and bright.
From December 12th through the 21st, load up the sleigh with family and friends from 5 to 9 p.m. each night to see Santa, Cindy Lou, The Grinch, and more. Enjoy miles of lights and themed displays with hot cocoa and treats available for purchase. Tickets are available for purchase at the gate or online at statefairpark.org.
The Y Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
Judy Justice.
And I'm just getting started.
Today at 4 on Apple Valley News Now.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. There will be the possibility of our rivers reaching minor flood stage this week. So, of course, we'll talk about that at length. But first, let's show you the rainfall we're going to have over the next 48 hours with Futurecast radar. So we put this into motion by 8 a.m. This is starting to get more so into the valleys, heavier stuff for the Cascades. By lunchtime, you see the mountains still picking up the bulk of this, and that's the way it's going to be at 5 p.m. as well. By midnight, it's kind of looking like the same thing. Snow levels dropping down at this point, and you see rainfall becoming a little bit more widespread for lower elevations into tomorrow morning. Looking pretty wet out there for the bulk of tomorrow, and then by the time we get into Wednesday morning, still just some very heavy stuff up in the mountains. So you can see hour by hour precip chances for your neck of the woods by downloading the Apple Valley News Now First Alert weather app free in the App Store or on Google Play. This is going to come in very handy for this week. Rain chances looking likely for lower elevations through the Wednesday to Thursday time frame, much drier by the time we get to Friday and Saturday. But for the mountains through 4 a.m. Friday, yep, this is not a typo, folks. We could have over 10 inches of rainfall in the Cascades throughout the course of this work week, and definitely a lot less for lower elevations and for the Blues. But we're all going to pick up beneficial rainfall from this, but we will be tracking that river flooding potential very closely. Here's what it's going to look like for the Natchez River near Natchez, and looks like the forecast crest is going to be on Thursday at 4 p.m. in the minor flood stage. So that's going to be around 18 and a half feet. At this level, there will be minor flooding near Natchez, Eschbach Park, Painted Rock, and the north end of Yakima per the National Weather Service Pendleton official river forecast. So we'll be cycling through these river forecasts throughout the next couple hours, so you want to stay tuned for that. In terms of the snowfall we could see from the system, 10 p.m. tonight to 4 p.m. tomorrow, 4 inches for Tollgate, 2 to 4 inches for US 97, for US Highway 12, and for Interstate 90. Not too concerned about the snow with this one. More so concerned about the flooding. Here's a 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Rain likely through Wednesday, windy Monday and Wednesday, and trending drier Thursday and beyond. In Yakima, rain likely through Wednesday, a transitional day on Thursday, then dry for Friday and Saturday. In Ellensburg, wet weather probable through Thursday, then a drier trend. Then for Hermiston, wet and windy through Wednesday, a calmer forecast after that. And finally for Walla Walla, again, windy through Wednesday, wet through Thursday, but a little breather by Friday.
All right, check this out now. Josh and I are hoping that you have a sweet tooth this morning. Why? Well, because today we're celebrating one of America's favorite desserts and mine.
That's right. Today marks National Brownie Day. And whether you like them plain, with nuts, or a la mode, brownies have been a staple of American life for more than a century.
The earliest recipes date back to the 1900s. Cookbooks and even newspapers published recipes between 1904 and 1906.
While blonde brownies are also popular, experts say most Americans prefer the chocolate brownie. Blonde brownies, though, are a close second.
Do you have a favorite? I like a regular schmegular brownie.
I would just say like a thick fudge brownie.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah. Ooh, now I'm hungry for brownies. Yeah. We'll have to get them later.
Mouth's watering a little bit.
All right, keep it here because coming up next, everything from magic heists to anime showdowns and the return of some very familiar animatronics. The box office just got wild and we're breaking down the weekend's biggest hits. It's all coming up in your entertainment news right after the break.
T-Mobile and U.S. Cellular have joined forces. The best network just got bigger. Join now and save up to 20% versus Verizon.
For 600 different cigars and 125 pipe tobaccos. For every cigar rated 96 and higher by Cigar Aficionado. For 200 accessories including dozens of humidors and fine pipes. It's the educated cigar.
Is it cold outside? Chuck here from Pizza Speedway in Kennewick. Swing by and grab hot pizza in minutes. Right now, buy one pizza, get one free of equal or lesser value. Limit one per customer. With this deal, you can get 2 large pizzas for $17 plus tax. Call ahead or walk in to order. Then cruise the drive-thru or step inside to pick up. Just mention this ad for the discount. Cozy up with a slice and a flavored energy drink or soda infusion. Visit us today at 525 North Edison in Kennewick. Pizza Speedway. Dinner in a flash.
Get ready to feast at Legends Casino Hotel's ultimate all-you-can-eat seafood buffet. Dive into fresh Dungeness crab, wild Columbia River salmon, juicy prime rib, and much more. Taste it all every Thursday starting at 4 p.m.
Board-certified gastroenterologist Dr. Amber Sharon is now seeing patients at Prosser Digestive Health Center. Dr. Sharon provides upper endoscopy, colonoscopy, and specializes in women's digestive health. Get expert, compassionate care close to home. Call Prosser Digestive Health Center at 509-786-5599 to schedule, or learn more at prosserhealth.org. Prosser Memorial Health. This is how we care.
I have active psoriatic arthritis, but with Skyrizi to treat my skin and joints, I'm ready for this moment. Along with clearer skin, Skyrizi helps me move with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue. And it's just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
There's nothing like clearer skin and better movement, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi today. Learn how AbbVie could help you save.
T-Mobile and U.S. Cellular have joined forces. The best network just got bigger. Join now and save up to 20% versus Verizon.
Philadelphia, LA Chargers, Monday Night Football at 5 tonight on Apple Valley News Now.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Looking at your entertainment news, it was a packed weekend at the box office with everything from magic tricks to monsters.
There were also a couple of big sequels shaking up the rankings. This morning, David Daniels shows us what pulled audiences in and what took the top spot at the weekend box office. Take a look.
According to that card, for some reason, I need you.
Why not the other horsemen?
The other horsemen are dead.
Oh my God, what?
No, they're like dead to me. Things got too real for them. They gave up. Stop interrupting.
Now You See Me, Now You Don't isn't giving up yet. The Magician Heist threequel made $3.5 million for 5th place. The anime compilation Jujutsu Kaisen Execution opened in 4th place with $10.2 million.
It's time for both of us to fly!
Wicked for Good fell to 3rd place, adding $16.8 million for a domestic total of $297 million.
Money Fox! This is a make or break assignment. Fail and I will split you up.
Zootopia 2 lost the top spot but took in $43 million for a 12-day domestic total of $220 million.
Oh no.
The animatronics have left the pizza parlor. The horror sequel Five Nights at Freddy's 2 debuted strong with $63 million. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
Okay, obviously Wicked for Good was amazing. Have you seen the first one yet? And
I've not.
You haven't done your homework.
I know the last one I said 10 to 14 business days. I think we're at 14.
With some delays, yeah.
14-ish.
With the package, there's package delivery issues, just like what happens around the holidays.
Yes,
okay, you get a pass.
Precisely.
I really do want to see Zootopia 2. I loved the first one. Have you seen that one?
Yes, I saw that. I think I saw that back in theaters when it first came out, 2015, 2016.
Yeah, I'm excited for that one. Gotta add it to my list this week.
Definitely.
I think this weekend. All right, keep it here because coming up next, middle schoolers making big moves. Local students just brought home national awards for their broadcast work, showing that even the youngest filmmakers can make a real impact. We'll have how they captured first and third place wins. Also, as the holidays approach, Franklin County deputies are stepping up to help local families. From cops and kids events to year-round support, we'll show you how law enforcement is giving back. It's all coming up in your next half hour, but first, your Tech Bites.
In today's Tech Bites, recalling a popular battery power bank. The INEU product was sold on Amazon in 2021 and 22. Over 200,000 of the power banks are being recalled after reports of overheating and 11 fires that caused burns and damage. More information is available on the company's website. Next, OpenAI is responding to complaints from ChatGPT subscribers about what it says are suggestions that look like ads. The company admits it fell short with those messages, which it maintains are not ads. For now, the messages have been turned off. Meta has reportedly delayed the release of its new mixed reality glasses. They were supposed to debut next year, but Business Insider now says we won't see them until 2027. The glasses are expected to be similar to the Apple Vision Pro. Developers reportedly needed more time to, quote, get it right. Those are your Tech Bites. I'm Sophie Flay. Have a great day.
I checked Allstate first and saved hundreds on my car insurance. Unfortunately, I didn't check if I unlatched Bevo's gate while taking a selfie.
Bevo, no! Come back!
Checking Allstate first was really smart. Not checking Bevo's gate, though, not smart. Well, at least I checked Allstate first and saved hundreds. Hook 'em.
Speak now or forever hold your...
Only took 4-hour cough liquid? Unlike Robitussin DM liquid, Delsum 12-hour liquid offers 12 hours of cough relief all day or night. Delsum, cough crisis averted.
Cheerios, 8 grams of tasty protein for a day full of good.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest, on your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal.
I'm Josh Colbreth, and someone had a big last couple weeks, didn't they?
I did. I've been gone for a little while, and that's because I was getting married. That happened last weekend. Yay, exciting news.
Congratulations.
Thank you. It's been a long time coming. There's been 3 years of being engaged, and people would still congratulate me, and I'd be like, wait, what? I'm like, oh, yeah. So. But now it's a different kind of congratulations, and I do have some wedding pictures to share. So this was from Sunday, November 30th. This was at the Olana in Dallas with all our family and friends, and it was just probably the best weekend of my life ever. And my husband, I was going to say fiance, my husband now says the same thing. Got a picture with my dog in there. We had a ceremony in the back of the venue. It was just a great time overall, and I had so much fun, and now this begins, a new chapter of my life. And it's not like birthdays. It definitely feels different being married. When it's your birthday, it's like a new year, and everyone's like, do you feel older? And it's like, no, but I do feel different getting married, and I love it. It's a great feeling.
Definitely congratulations to getting to this new season of your life. And do you have like a maybe loaded question, but like, do you have one big takeaway moment from the weekend?
Oh, being present is everything.
Yes.
So there's a lot of stress and planning that goes into it, but when you're there, just go with it. If there's some punches, roll with it, but just enjoy that time because you're never going to get it back.
Absolutely. Great advice, not only for big weekends, but also just like for every single day.
Yeah, exactly.
Have gratitude, be present every single moment.
Exactly.
And I know you have gratitude that you weren't here over the past couple weeks.
I will say it was 60s as the high the entire weekend, but wedding day with the ceremony in the back, the high was 40. It was a whole day. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting weather in Texas, interesting weather in Washington. We have to talk about. Let's go ahead and talk about it. High winds for today, tonight. A little bit of a lull for Tuesday, but starting to pick back up for Tuesday night into Wednesday. A lot of rain in the forecast for this week, maybe over 10 inches in the Cascades. So we'll see the potential for minor flooding for the Natchez and the Yakima rivers. And then high temperatures 50s and 60s for this week, so kind of like Texas, but it's going to be about 10 to 20 degrees warmer than normal for this time of the year. First alert radar showing you a few snow showers starting to pick up now in the Cascades. Looking pretty dry for the Blues, dry for points in between. Still gusty for our mountains, not so much for lower elevations. That will change a little bit later in the day. Right now, temperatures are in the 30s, 40s, and 50s, just kind of depending on the microclimate. Doesn't feel half bad right now in the Tri-Cities, 54 degrees here. A little bit cooler in Yakima as we're at 39. So your hourly forecast for this Monday for the Tri-Cities, rain chances all throughout the day, and high temperatures just kind of stepping up their game all throughout the day. We're going to be, when's the last time it's been nearly 60 degrees at 10 p.m.? So for today, 40s, 50s, and 60s for lower elevations, but that's going to feel a little bit different in the winds. We have a lot of those to talk about, which we will talk about coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. Now we start this half hour of news with environment news. This as the Yakima Nation is urging the Bonneville Power Administration to release more than $50 million in salmon recovery funds. The tribe says BPA promised the money would remain available after the Columbia Basin Fish Accords expired, but they say it's now withholding it over what BPA calls a litigation issue. The Yakima Nation is disputing that, saying it was a routine court filing and that BPA's move threatens key habitat and hatchery projects. However, tribal leaders want the funding restored, saying it's critical for salmon recovery in the region. Now, the next big name in broadcasting may be coming from Hermiston, and that's because Armand Larvey Middle School's broadcasting program, they can't stop winning awards. ALTV has grown from an elective class to a 3-year program, winning excellence awards as an affiliate of the Student Television Network since 2022. And the program just won big at the National Scholastic Press Association's middle school broadcast competition. They took home first place for a video called Chess Club Starts.
I definitely have the most connection with my chess club story, just because it's something that I do personally. You know, chess, it's a fun activity. It's a fun thing to do to pass time. It helps your precognition and other items.
The program also took home third place for an entry called Great Clips. 5:37 and making a difference now. As the holidays get closer, the Franklin County Sheriff's Office is finding new ways to help support students and local families. The Sheriff's Foundation helps fund many of those efforts, giving deputies the ability to step in where they meet someone who needs support. And during the holidays, that often includes events like Cops and Kids, where children can shop for gifts for their families with the help of deputies and volunteers.
Those kinds of things is the heart of the culture of this organization. I've had the opportunity to work under past and current administrations. That's their goal.
And the Sheriff's Office says they work year-round to support the community, and they always are looking for new ways to help. All right, keep it here, because coming up next, holiday deals are far from over, but Consumer Reports says when you shop in December, that could save you the most money. Coming up, we have the key dates to know and how to avoid costly shipping mistakes. That's all coming up in your Consumer Reports right after the break.
Fly the Northwest with the ladies of WSU Crew, Tuesday at 6.
Season's greetings, everyone. Journey back with me, Kevin Costner, for the story of the first Christmas, like you've never seen it before. The First Christmas, Tuesday on ABC.
With all the excitement of the holiday season, getting into an auto accident is something you can do without. So remember to buckle up, drive safely, no texting, and please don't drink and drive. This holiday message is brought to you by Allen Brecky Law Offices.
You're invited to our Christmas light show.
Celebrate the season at Queensgate Gardens. Fresh trees, wreaths, poinsettias, ornaments, and perfect gifts. Meet bilingual Papa Noel every Thursday night and Santa all weekend. Papa Noel nos visita los jueves. Queensgate Gardens in Richland, where Christmas grows.
Did you know Fred's Appliance has been family-owned locally since 1962? Come check out what's in stock and on sale. Score big on all GE appliances from your favorite brands like GE Cafe and GE Profile. Fred's is offering exclusive deals on all GE fridges, ranges, dishwashers, and so much more. We still have the largest selection of in-stock Get It Today inventory in the region, making us your smartest and most convenient choice.
This is your home for Kraken hockey. Every goal.
He scores!
Every save.
What a stop!
Every game.
That's hockey, baby!
Watch us defend the D.
Kraken Wild. Coverage begins at 7 tonight on My Network TV.
As part of the Subaru Love Promise, McCurley Subaru proudly supports Friends of Disabled Veterans. Together, we're helping grow the ranch and its program so no veteran in our community ever feels alone. McCurley Subaru, proud to serve those who served us.
Christmas is coming to Pasco. Join us Saturday, December 13th as Peanuts Park transforms into a winter wonderland for Winterfest from 3 to 6 p.m. Enjoy holiday music, crafts, kids' games, tasty treats, and a visit from Santa and Mrs. Claus. Before 5, we'll draw the Scavenger Hunt Grand Prize winner. Then gather as we light Pasco's heritage Christmas tree to kick off the season. Winterfest, December 13th at Peanuts Park, presented by the City of Pasco.
With all the excitement of the holiday season, getting into an auto accident is something you can do without. So remember to buckle up, drive safely, no texting, and please don't drink and drive. This holiday message is brought to you by Allen Brecky Law Offices.
This week, Zoe Saldana, Sigourney Weaver, and Avatar Fire and Ash take over live.
Good morning, America.
And say good morning, America, or should I say bonjour, America, to Emily in Paris week on GMA with Lily Collins and her co-stars here live.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We will have high winds to start this week. And the way it's going to go down is that it's going to be gusty for today and for tonight. A little reprieve in the action for Tuesday, but then Tuesday night and a Wednesday they'll ramp up again. So here's what it's going to look like for today. Gusts up around 50 miles per hour for US 97 at Salinas Pass, 40 to 45 miles per hour for the Tri-Cities, Hermiston, Pendleton, and Walla Walla. Then for tonight, this is probably going to be the strongest time frame. 55 miles per hour for Salinas Pass, 35 miles per hour for Ellensburg and Yakima, and around 45 miles per hour for the Basin and for the foothills. We skip over Tuesday, then by Tuesday night, see they're starting to ramp up once again. 35 to 40 miles per hour for the Basin and for the foothills. Then into Wednesday, now we're looking at 25 to 35 miles per hour for the valleys, 35 to 40 miles per hour for the Basin and for the foothills. And the reason why our weather is going to be so active over the next 4 to 5 days is because we have this train of storm systems just going to go over the same tracks, if you will. And we are on the warm side of this boundary. You see, this is a warm front right here, which means we're on the warm side of this boundary. And it's going to feel like it out there. Highs in the 50s and 60s for this week. Here's what it's going to look like in the Yakima Valley. Now, in the Yakima Valley, we'll have a tough time making it to 60 degrees. Granted, we're going to cut it very close for Wednesday, 59 degrees, and that's still about 20 degrees warmer than normal for this time of the year. Even the coolest day this week, Tuesday, 50 degrees, that's still 8 degrees warmer than normal for this time of the year. So feeling very mild out there, very abnormal for this time of the year, and a whole bunch of rain in the Cascades. I'll tell you how that could impact rivers, even for lower elevations, coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. And we turn to your consumer reports now. If you're trying to cross off names on your holiday list, or if you haven't even started shopping, this one is for you.
That's right. Consumer Reports says December is packed with chances to save, and knowing when to shop can make all the difference.
December brings wave after wave of discounts, but timing matters.
So after Cyber Monday, which falls at the very beginning of the month, I'd say the most important day in December is Free Shipping Day. That is your last day to get everything guaranteed to your house by Christmas Eve.
If you miss that deadline, you can still shop online, but it can cost you.
You may be looking at paying extra in shipping costs to get it there in time, or playing that risky little game of, is it going to get there in time or not?
And if you're truly cutting it close, there's one more major milestone. Super Saturday, the last Saturday before Christmas. You may have missed the window for home delivery, but you can still order online from your local store and do a pickup.
That way you don't really have to face the crowds quite as much. You can run in, get into that customer service line, pick up stuff that's already paid for, and get out and get back in your car and get home.
But what if that special gift you really, really wanted wasn't under the tree?
Once the holidays are over, the deals don't stop. A lot of retailers will discount things because they're clearing out inventory to make room for the new year.
And if a gift doesn't fit or it's just not your style.
A lot of retailers have extended return policies for the holidays that stretch into January, either halfway through the month or all the way to the end of the month. Make sure you familiarize yourself with the retailer's policies. Everyone is a little bit different.
Wishing you happy holiday shopping. This is Marcy Whalen.
Also remember that extra time to return might not apply to electronics and other big ticket items.
That's right, and just another reason to check those return policies.
Yeah, do that immediately.
Yes.
All right, keep it here because coming up next, we've got your morning sprint, everything you need to know before you head out the door. And Mr. Josh here will be back with your full First Alert weather forecast. Will we have more rain in store, Josh?
Yes, with a capital Y and an E and an S. So I'll talk about all that coming up on the other side of the break.
Car insurance for seniors can be very expensive.
But don't assume that just because you're over 65 that you've got to pay outrageously high rates.
Are you paying too much for your auto insurance? If so, you're just throwing your money away.
Well, now is the time to check on your auto insurance rates.
You may be able to save a lot of money.
So call the number on your screen right now and find out how much you can save.
1-800-825-0861.
Everyone deserves to be connected. Big cities, small towns, everywhere in between. And staying connected shouldn't break the bank. That's why T-Mobile and US Cellular have joined forces. The best network just got bigger. And we're combining it with the local service you know and trust. Join now and save up to 20% versus Verizon.
Board-certified orthopedic surgeon and sports medicine specialist, Dr. Tegan Goodell, is now caring for patients in Prosser and Walla Walla. Dr. Goodell provides advanced care in orthopedic surgery and sports medicine injuries, including surgery of the shoulder, elbow, knee, and ankle. Get back to doing what you love. Call Prosser Orthopedic Center at 509-786-5599 or visit prosserhealth.org. Prosser Memorial Health. This is how we care.
Welcome to Nob Hill Casino, your premier gaming destination. Experience the thrill of a Vegas-style casino featuring the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club and unlock exclusive rewards every time you play. Challenge your skills at our 16-lane bowling alley. Unwind with a drink at our cozy bar or enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at the Last Frontier. The ultimate entertainment experience has something for everyone. Nob Hill Casino, where locals come to win.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We're going to have a bunch of rainfall in the Cascades for this week, and that will cause our rivers to rise, maybe even into the minor flood stage. So first, let's show you how it all goes down over the next 48 hours. We put this into motion with Futurecast radar by 8 a.m. Rainfall starting to pick up now for the valleys and especially for the Cascades. Lunchtime, looks like the bulk of this is over the mountains. The same thing for 5 p.m. Now you see some lower elevation spots will certainly get some rainfall for today, but the heaviest stuff going to continue to be in the mountains. Then after midnight, watch what happens from north to south. Lower elevations start to fill in with more rainfall. This is when snow levels start to drop down as well, so our passes will start to look a little bit more dicey at this point. I'll just step off the screen for Tuesday, and you can see as we put this into motion for Tuesday, it's just going to be wet all throughout the day. And then by Wednesday morning, now we're back to this mode where the heaviest stuff is up in the mountains, and The mountains are going to capture the bulk of this is kind of the big takeaway from all that, especially the Cascades. You can see hour-by-hour precip chances for your exact home address by downloading the Apple Valley News Now First Alert weather app, free in the App Store or on Google Play. Rain chances going to be likely in the Tri-Cities through Wednesday. A little bit drier for Thursday, much drier by the time we get to Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Okay, here's some of the rainfall totals we're expecting from 4 this morning to 4 in the morning on Friday. Yep, we could have 10 inches of rainfall in the Cascades all throughout the work week. So what's that going to mean for lower elevations? Well, here's the Yakima River at Umtanum. Looks like it's probably going to crest on Thursday in that minor flood stage at 35.88 feet. 10 a.m., that would be 10 a.m. on a Wednesday. And at this level, there will be minor flooding in areas along the river from Tenaway to Ellensburg, including Irene Reinhardt Park in Ellensburg, per the National Weather Service Pendleton official river forecast. So that would be Yakima River at Umtanum. Again, we'll continue to cycle through these river forecasts over the next hour and a half and all throughout the rest of this week. We will have a little bit of snow tonight into tomorrow, 4 inches for Tollgate, 2 to 4 inches for our Cascade passes. Nothing to write home about. Here's a 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Rain likely through Wednesday, windy Monday and Wednesday, trending drier Thursday and beyond. In Yakima, rain likely through Wednesday, a transitional day on Thursday, then dry for Friday and Saturday. In Ellensburg, wet weather probable through Thursday, then a drier trend. And then for Hermiston, wet and windy through Wednesday, a calmer forecast after that. And finally for Walla Walla, windy through Wednesday, wet through Thursday, but a little breather by Friday.
Now, the morning sprint.
Time is 5:51. It's time for your morning sprint in our 5 o'clock hour. We start with the top 5 local stories that you need to know. First up, the Moses Lake School District has officially ended its week-long educator strike. District officials submitted a plan that restores many provisions from the union's previous contract. It also includes a 2% pay increase along with retroactive pay for employees. With the proposal accepted, students are returning to the classroom today on a normal late start schedule. The Kennewick School District is asking voters to approve 2 4-year levies. One covers educational programs and daily operations, and the other funds safety, security, and classroom technology. Together, the levies make up about 9% of the district's budget and could unlock up to $16.5 million per year in additional state funding. Officials say these funds help maintain many programs. In West Richland, a family dog alerted its owners to a garage fire Friday morning. This was on Broadview Drive. Firefighters arrived to find heavy smoke and flames. The dog's barking helped the family escape safely. Officials believe the fire may have started from a space heater that was being used for pets. We're told some family pets are still missing and the cause is still under investigation. Franklin County leaders are calling for a major discussion on safety along Highway 395 near Pasco. Commissioners, state legislators, and the public will meet this Wednesday at the Hapo Center to discuss potential solutions after a series of deadly crashes. Officials are inviting community members to join the conversation and help shape safety improvements for the corridor. And Hermiston kicked off its holiday season with the tree lighting and lighted parade downtown. The city is continuing festivities all month long with family-friendly events, including Pancakes with Santa and the Candy Cane Village this weekend. Evening light shows will begin at 5 p.m. every night, making downtown a festive destination throughout December. Turning now to your national headlines this morning, U.S. officials have begun deporting Iranian nationals who were found to be in violation of immigration laws. This with the second flight reportedly leaving the United States in recent days. Iran says as many as 400 people could ultimately be returned under the current policy. The deportations come at a time of heightened tension between Washington and Tehran following June's conflict involving Iran and Israel. Human rights groups abroad have raised concerns about the safety of those being sent back, while Iran maintains that only individuals with criminal charges will face prosecution. U.S. agencies have not yet confirmed details of the most recent flight of its arrival in Tehran. In your business news, Google has revealed its most trending searches for 2025, and topping the list is conservative activist Charlie Kirk. He was assassinated while speaking at Utah Valley University back in September. And also on the list, the Netflix smash hit K-pop Demon Hunters and Pop Mart's Labubu dolls. Other trending topics on Google this year include Apple's iPhone 17, New York City Mayor Zohran Mamdani, tariffs, and the government shut down, as well as President Donald Trump's One Big Beautiful Bill. The list also included Charlie Kirk's widow, Erica Kirk. Now to your health headlines. Friday, vaccine advisors to the CDC voted to stop recommending the hepatitis B vaccination to all newborns. Instead, they recommend parents decide when or if their children should receive the vaccine. For those babies that don't receive the vaccine at birth, the panel recommends waiting until the babies are at least 2 months old to administer it. The vote was 8-3, and on Friday, President Trump also called on Health and Human Services Secretary RFK Jr. and the CDC to reevaluate the current vaccine schedule. Talking sports now, the World Cup is getting closer, and we now know who Team USA will face off in the group stage. The official draw happened on Friday, with the U.S. as a host nation landing in Group D. So the U.S. will open in Los Angeles against Paraguay and then come to Seattle to take on Australia in June. The tournament kicks off in Mexico City, with Mexico and South Africa set to open the World Cup. President Donald Trump took part in the draw ceremony, and there he received the first ever FIFA Peace Prize, an award FIFA says recognizes efforts that promote peace and unity around the world. Now, trending this morning, a Disneyland superfan is about to cross a milestone that most park guests couldn't reach in a lifetime, even if they tried. So John Hale is getting ready to take his 15,000th ride on Radiator Springs Racers. Yes, you heard that right, 15,000.
Ka-chow. Well, the Cars themed ride is his happy place. Hale tracks every single lap in a notebook, from ride times to seat numbers, all part of a tradition he started after a major life transformation. Back in 2012, he underwent weight loss surgery, dropped 150 pounds, and had 2 knee replacements. That's when he fell in love with the ride, and he's been buckled in ever since.
How cute. Well, he hit his 10,000th ride in 2017, a milestone that took more than 5 years, and now he's about to add 5,000 more to that record, and he says he's not slowing down anytime soon. I think we should call him Lightning McQueen.
I think so.
I love when people do what makes them happy and have the means to do it.
Yeah, absolutely, and like, you know.
And the joy on his face.
Went through a big life transformation,
Yeah.
has a new lease on life, and now he's in the moment, like
There
you were
you go.
talking about.
Love it. All right, keep it here, because coming up next on Good Morning Northwest at 6, the holiday magic is rolling in. From students to veterans, more than 500 volunteers are assembling bikes to bring holiday cheer to kids. We'll take you inside the 16th annual Bikes for Tykes event. Plus, you know Dasher and Dancer and Prancer, but have you met Buddy?
The elf?
This Christmas reindeer made headlines over the weekend after running away from a holiday event in England. And coming up at 6, we'll take you through the Christmas chaos this little guy caused and how police ended up finally tracking him down. I can't wait for that one.
They just heard the sleigh bells on him.
Right?
That's how they were able
there
to track him
you
down.
go. Josh, what are you tracking?
Yeah, well, we have a whole bunch of rain, the potential for minor river flooding, and high winds to start off this week. So a lot of active weather to talk about on Good Morning Northwest at 6.